Morning students. So in the last class we have started with the continuity, and then we have discussed about the definition of the continuous function at a point x equal to c, and then in today's class we will start with the algebra of continuous functions. So see here, suppose f and GB, suppose f and g be two real functions continuous at a real number c, then now see here the Roman number 1, f plus g is continuous, at x is equals to c. Then next one, f minus g is continuous, at x equal to c. And then next one, it is f into g is continuous at x equal to c. Then the last one, f by g is continuous, at x equal to c, provided denominator is not equal to 0, provided g not equal to 0, that means the denominator should not be equal to 0. Okay, now we will prove the first one. You will have to prove the remaining three cases. So the first one, proof, this is Roman number 1. So see here, limit x tends to c, f plus g of x, which is equal to limit x tends to c. So here this can be written as f of x plus g of x, f of x plus g of x. Now I have to apply limit to the first function as well as to the second function based on theorem on limits. So now this can be written as limit x tends to c, f of x plus limit x tends to c, g of x. So now see here, apply the limit. Now what do we get? Now we get f of c plus g of c. So f of c plus g of c can be written as f plus g of c, So therefore the function is, or f plus g, therefore f plus g of x is continuous at x equal to c. So here I have proved the first one. So you will have to go for the Roman number 2, Roman number 3, and then the Roman number 4. So this is all about the first one. Well, so let us start with the exercise 5.1. In that the first question, it is prove that the function f of x is equals to 5x minus 3 is continuous at x equal to 0, at x equal to minus 3 and at x equal to 5. So, write the given function f of x which is equal to 5x minus 3. So, now I will go for the first one at x equal to 0. At x equal to 0. Let us go for value of the function f of 0. 5 into 0 minus 3. So, this is equals to minus 3. Then we will go for the limit of the function. Limit x tends to c f of x which is equal to limit x tends to 0 f of x, it is 5x minus 3. So, apply the limit now. We get 5 into 0 minus 3, this will be minus 3. So, the value of the function and limit of a function are equal, therefore, the function is continuous at x equal to minus 3. So, here limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0 f of x which is equal to f of 0, which is equal to f of 0, that is equal to minus 3. Therefore, the function is continuous. The function is continuous at x equal to 0. So, this is all about the first point. Next, it is at x equal to minus 3. Now, at x is equals to minus 3, at x equal to minus 3. Then, now I go for f of minus 3 which is equal to, so 5 into minus 3 then minus 3. So, how much we get now? So, it is minus 15 minus 3 will be minus 18. Now I have to go for limit of a function now. Now, limit x tends to c f of x which is equal to limit x tends to minus 3 f of x, it is 5x minus 3. So, here apply the limit now. 5 into minus 3. So, 5 into minus 3 it is minus 15 and minus 3 will give us minus 18. Again the value of the function and limit of function are equal, hence the function is continuous at x equal to minus 3. So, here f of or limit x tends to minus 3 f of x which is equal to f of minus 3 which is equal to minus 18. Therefore, the function is continuous at x equal to minus 3. Therefore, the function is continuous at x is equals to x which is equal to minus 3. So, take the last case as the assignment. So, this is all about the first problem. Well, so the next question it is, examine the continuity of the function f of x is equals to 2x square minus 1 at x equal to 3. So, let us solve this. F of x which is equal to 2x square minus 1. The given point is x equal to 3. So, now see here at x is equals to 3. So, now I will go for the value of the function f of 3 which is equal to 2 into 3 square minus 1. So, f of 3 which is equal to 2 into 9 minus 1. So, f of 3 is equals to, so how much we get now? 2 into 9 it is 18 minus 1 it is 17. So, this is the value of the function. Now, I will have to go for the limit of the function. Now, limit x tends to c f of x, limit x tends to c f of x which is equal to limit x tends to c, it is 3 f of x. What is f of x now? It is 2x square minus 1. So, now this will give us 2 into 3 square minus 1. So, it is 2 into 9 minus 1, then it is 17. So, 2 into 9 it is 18 minus 1 it is 17. So, here the value of the function and the limit of a function are equal. Here f of 3, which is equal to limit x tends to 3 f of x, which is equal to 17. So, both the values are same now. Therefore, the function is continuous. Therefore, the function is continuous at x equal to 3. So, this is all about the second problem. Well, so let us solve the third main question. Examine the following functions for continuity. So, in the third main we have 4 sub questions. In that I have taken the first one, f of x equal to x minus 5. So, here he has not given any particular point. So, what I do is I take at x equal to c. So, now see here, we will solve this. Given f of x, which is equal to x minus 5, f of x which is equal to x minus 5. Now, at x equal to c, so f of c which is equal to c minus 5, which is equal to c minus 5. Now, I will go for the limit. Now, limit x tends to c f of x, which is equal to limit x tends to c. What is f of x now? It is x minus 5. So, now we get c minus 5. If you apply the limit, we get c minus 5. So, here value of the function and limit of a function both are equal, then the function is continuous at x equal to c. Here limit x tends to c f of x, which is equal to f of c. Therefore, the function is continuous at x, which is equal to c. So, this is all about the first sub question in the third main. So, the second question in the third main is f of x equal to 1 divided by x minus 5 and x not equal to 5. If x is equals to 5, the denominator becomes 0. If the denominator is 0, then the function is not defined. So, that is why he has given x not equal to 5. So, here f of x, which is equal to 1 divided by x minus 5. So, if he has not given any particular point, we take x equal to c. At x equal to c, where c is any real number, f of c, which is equal to 1 divided by c minus 5. Then, now I will go for limit of a function. Now limit x tends to c f of x, which is equal to limit x tends to c. What is f of x now? It is 1 divided by x minus 5. 1 divided by x minus 5. So, apply the limit, we get 1 divided by c minus 5. 1 divided by c minus 5. Therefore, so here value of the function is equal to the limit of the function. Therefore, limit x tends to c f of x, which is equal to f of c. This implies the function is continuous. The function is continuous at at x which is equal to c. So this is all about the second sub question of the third main. Okay, the next sub question it is f of x equal to x square minus 25 divided by x plus 5 and x not equal to minus 5. Again, if x becomes minus 5, the denominator will be 0 and hence the function is not defined. So that is why he has given this condition. So let us solve this. So here f of x is equals to x square minus 25 divided by x plus 5. So now we'll simplify this numerator. F of x is equals to x square, 25 can be written as 5 square divided by x plus 5. So f of x which is equal to, so it is in the form of a square minus b square, can be written as a plus b into a minus b. So it is x plus 5 into x minus 5, x plus 5 into x minus 5 divided by x plus 5. So now x plus 5 and x plus 5 get cancels, we get x minus 5. So f of x which is equal to x minus 5. So now at x equal to c, f of c which is equal to c minus 5. So this is the value of the function. Next I will have to go for limit of a function. Now limit x tends to c, f of x which is equal to limit x tends to c, f of x. What is f of x now? It is x minus 5, x minus 5. So now see here, now apply the limit, we get c minus 5. So value of the function is equals to the limit of a function. Therefore limit x tends to c, f of x which is equal to limit which is equal to f of c which is equal to f of c. This implies the function is continuous, the function is continuous at x which is equal to c. So this is all about the third sub question of the third main. Well, the last sub question of the third main is f of x is equals to mod x minus 5. Since the given function it is modulus function, we have to rewrite the function now. See here, note down the given function f of x which is equal to mod x minus 5, mod x minus 5. So now rewrite the above function, rewrite the function. So now f of x which is equal to so here, so this will be negative, minus of x minus 5 if x less than 5, so then this will be plus x minus 5, this will be plus x minus 5 if x greater than or equal to 5. So we have rewritten the given function. So we'll simplify this now. F of x which is equal to, multiply minus inside, we get minus into x will be minus x, minus into minus it is plus. So overall we get 5 minus x if x less than 5, and then write this x minus 5 if x greater than or equal to 5. So here function is changing around 5. For x less than 5 it is 5 minus x, for x equal to 5 and greater than 5, the function is x minus 5. That means we have to go for left hand limit and right hand limit and then the value of the function. So here at x is equals to 5, at x which is equal to 5, f of x is equals to f of x which is equal to x minus 5. So now you go for f of 5 which is equal to 5 minus 5 which is equal to 0. So the value of the function it is 0. Next I will go for left hand limit, LHL which is equal to limit x tends to 5 minus limit x tends to 5 negative. 5 negative means it is less than 5. The function is 5 minus x. 5 minus x, 5 minus x now. So LHL which is equal to, apply the limit now. 5 minus is nothing but almost equal to 5. So 5 minus 5, LHL is equals to 0. And then now I will have to go for the RHL, right hand limit. RHL which is equal to limit x tends to 5 plus, limit x tends to 5 plus f of x. So now RHL which is equal to limit x tends to 5 plus f of x. What is f of x now? For 5 plus it is x minus 5. It is x minus 5. So now see here, RHL which is equal to, apply the limit now. So in place of x I have to write 5. 5 plus is nothing but almost equal to 5. 5 minus 5. So 5 minus 5. So RHL which is equal to 0. So see here, the value of the function, left hand limit and right hand limit, all three coincide. That means it is continuous at x which is equal to 5. Therefore LHL which is equal to RHL, LHL which is equal to RHL which is equal to f of 5. This implies the function is continuous. This implies the function is continuous at x which is equal to 5. So this is all about the last sub question of the third main.